It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. And it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good one here in the AFC, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin joined, as always, by Charles Davis. CD, it's been a tough few years here in Houston. 4-4-3. Those are their win totals the last 3 seasons. But in is DeMeco Ryans as head coach. What do you think he brings to the table?
And it's interesting you brought up the number 3 because DeMeco Ryans is the 3rd head coach in 3 seasons for this team. What he brings to the table: toughness, organization, and hope. He wanted to be the head coach of the Houston Texans, the team he played for.
Well, meanwhile, the visiting Steelers come into 2023 with something to prove. They finished above 500 at 9-8 last year, but wound up on the outside looking in terms of the playoff race.
And you and I both know how it is around Pittsburgh. Death taxes and the Steelers finish 500 or above. But they want to get beyond that. They want to get back to those days when the Steelers were playing deep into the playoffs for the chance to go to the Super Bowl. And they feel like this team is continuing to get better.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the 2nd overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
In only 2 seasons, Stroud showed all he needed to at Ohio State. All-American, Heisman finalist, program records galore. He looked every bit like the number 1 overall pick. He went number 2, but Houston is thrilled to have him.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. A man coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, 75 yards. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the 2nd-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. Now the 3rd-year man, Najee Harris. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throwing to the hands of Pickens. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pickett back to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Pickett. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep is Tank Dell. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Stroud now on 1st and 10. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now 2nd and 9. Stroud to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Stroud on 3rd down now. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Austin. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw, Pickett. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Pickett to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Pickett right back to the air again. Throw out wide is incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports halftime report. We saw Dameon Pierce put together a strong performance in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Pickett sets up play action. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Pickett will look to throw it here. And this is going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. He finds his target in Schultz, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game,